Okay, today I'm going to do a demonstration on how I make my nesting balls, the balls that can sit it inside like a nest. The smaller one, and I take out the middle one and the larger one. Of course, you can make more than 3 pieces. It's like the Russian dolls that can have many different sizes that can fit it in within one large piece. And so this is the nesting balls. And I like to show you how I alter it so that it's kind of like a flower. And of course, the first thing I want to let you know is when you are making it, make sure that you know how thick the bottom of your bowl, the finished bowl is, so that when you are making it, you can have a size shorter and a size smaller. So like this one, the larger one, the size of the largest bowl, you can measure the width, the diameter. It's about 6.5 inches, and you want to know how thick the bottom is. So I'm using my measurement. It's a little chopsticks. So it's about 73 millimeters, and let's measure the outside. That's the center, and the outside is about 85. So total is about 12 millimeters. I would say about 12 millimeters is about half inches. So when you are measuring the height, I usually like to measure the inside, so that I would say for each bowl you make, first you make the largest one, okay, and then you shrink the size in diameter, like 1 inch smaller in diameter, and the half inches shorter the inside diameter. Okay, so that's the measurement that you want to start with. And here is the little very simple way to measure it is that first this one is adjustable, so you can move around it. So say if this is your largest bowl size, and then later on you could have a little adjustment. Okay, you can move this. This is just a little twist wire that I just tied it here, so to have a little bit of indicate reference here. And then you can, and I have a rubber band here to tie this cross over, so you can pull it up and push down, so that you know your depth. So this is the width and this is the depth to measure the inside of the bowl. Okay, so that's how you do the measurement. So you can have a ruler to measure this, and then after you finish the largest one, you can shrink, maybe you move this a little bit smaller, maybe 1 inch smaller, and then you push this up, so it's about half inches shorter in the depth. Okay, so that's how you could easily do this measurement by using this cross. And this is the chopsticks. Okay, so I'm gonna throw my balls up the hump, but if you are not used to this way of throwing, you can measure your largest ball, like 3 pounds, and then drop every half pound later on for making a smaller one. So that's a rough idea. You can do some experiment first. See how big you can throw your balls, and so. So I don't usually measure the very first one, the largest ball, before I make it. I will measure it later on after I finish, and then I have an idea how much less of the diameter, the depth, I will adjust. Okay, I have my largest ball made, and like to do the measurement. Okay, it's about 7.5 inches wide, and let's measure the depth. Okay, it's about this deep. Okay, let's measure too. So ruler. About 3.25. 3.25 deep. Okay, that's my the largest one. 3.25 deep and 7.5 wide. So the next one I will shrink down. So here is the ruler. 7.5 I told you about to drop to 6.5 for the next size. So I move my little twist wire here. This is a 6.5, and then I'm going to drop about 1/2 inch. 3.25, so 1/2 inch will be 2 and 3/4. So I move this up. Okay, 6 and half. So it's about this wide and this deep for my next bowl. Okay, after I done the measurement, I told you that I like to alter the rim a little bit. Okay, but before I alter it, I like to use a torch or use a heat gun to dry the surface so that I don't have too much of my finger marks on the surface. So I dry the surface a little bit, not too dry, and then I'm going to use the back of my trimming tool to make the little push, and I'm going to put my fingers on the inside to support it. So I'll alter the first one, and then I'm going to make 6 of it, so I'm going to do that on the opposite side of the bowl. Okay, 2. Three, 4. So then on the other side of the bowl, make my 5th one, and here. So I altered the rim a little bit, so it's going to be a 6 size. So after I finish the nesting bowl, it will look like a flower. So this is my first one, 7.5 inches wide and 3.5, 3.25 inch deep. Cut it. Okay, now I'm going to make my next size down. So this time I'm going to use a little bit less clay than my first one. The size is about, the width is about right. A little bit too deep. Double measure it. Okay, the width is fine. A little bit too deep after I smooth the surface. If that's the case, that is too deep, that's okay. But trim down a little bit on the rim. Okay, that's about right. So after I trim down the rim, just smooth the rim, smooth it. Okay, now I could alter the rim. It's again 6 over 6 side of it. Okay, then I could cut it up the hum. So this is the next size down. And half the next one, and then the next one will be 5.5. Two and 3/4, and then the next one will be half inches down. So it's 2¼ Okay, 2¼ and I have to move my chopstick to the center. So this will be the center, and then this will be the depth, 5½ inches wide. This time I'm going to even get a smaller piece of clay. Measure it roughly. Okay. The width is fine, but a little bit too deep again. That's okay. That's good. Actually, you know, if you have your ball too tall, you can always trim it down. So. Okay, measure it again. Yeah, that's about 1/4 inch, a little bit too tall, so I will trim about 1/4 inch. So this is my third one. So I will measure it again. 5.5. Now I'm going to drop down to 4.5. 2.25 and drop half will be 1.75. Let's move to the middle. 1.75. So it's going to be a very small one, very small one. 2.75. Small and shallow. Okay, the width is about right, but a little bit too deep again. Yeah, again it's about 1/4 inch too tall, so I'm going to trim it too. Okay, and then alter the rim. So when you alter it, make sure you have a little bit support on the inside, so that the curve will look a little bit nicer, more curve on the inside. Okay, ready to cut it off. So here's the look of the inside. Okay, of course you can keep on making it, even a smaller one. Okay, but to just give you a rough idea how you measure on a very simple way, 2 sticks. You could use chopsticks and rubber band in here and a little bit of the twist wire here, so that you could adjust it easily. You can push up and down easily by doing so. So it's very simple way to get a good measurement. And also, by the way, because when I cut it off the hum, sometimes the foot might not be the same thickness, but as long as we have the inside that is the within the measurement, you can always adjust it. You can remove a little bit more clay, or you can leave more clay on your foot. So after you trim it, you can try to fit it inside, see if it's on the level. If it's not on the level, if it's too tall, you can always remove a little bit more clay. That's the idea of measure the inside. If the inside is right, then the outside of the foot you can always do some little adjustment. Okay, so this is a fun project to do. So hopefully you enjoy trying this kind of nesting ball. Okay, thanks for watching. So actually I made 5 pieces.